Hello YouTube, TNGX Platinum here, my first ever commentary. I'm new to this thing, so if I make a few pauses here and there, it's because I'm thinking what to say. But what I'm here is I'm bringing you a Racedepartment league race here at Canada. I forgot to hit record in qualifying because I'm an idiot. But anyway, I qualified first by second on the primes to Beza, who was also on the primes. My teammate there you saw was at the back of the grid because he got a grid penalty from last race in an incident. But anyway, here's the start. I make a pretty good start. As you can see, I look behind and I'm pulling away from everyone, so it was a great start to be honest. Going through the first two corners, which is quite easy to be honest with you. No assist league race as well, just to let you know. And if you see on the mini map here, me and Beza pull away from the whole field, so great start from both of us. Especially using no assist, so it's a lot harder with manual gears. But oh well. So my main aim here in this race was to do a Vettel. As you can see there, putting up to Rich, just trying to make a gap and maintain the gap to whoever's behind me. Worked quite well, I think. The race, yeah, I ended up quite up in the points in the race, so it's a good race from me. So as you can see here, going around the hairpin, I'm just trying to pull away from Beza to get the gap, so I can keep the gap and maintain the gap, stay at the front. As there's not much action happening here, I'm going to speak about F1 Online, the game. Just made my own team on it. Enjoy the game a lot. Get quite frustrated with it, I'm not really good at it to be honest. I have to reset my car every race, which is quite frustrating. I think my best finishing position on it is third. I finished third in a Force India car, with playing as F1 cars, obviously. That was quite an interesting race around Spa, so my first time around Spa as well, so I thought I did quite well, finished third. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not really liking the team thing at the moment, because it's too many cars on the grid. If I'm honest with you, it gets too crowded, and going into the first corner, if you're on the outside, I know they try and make it so you can't push each other off the track, but for some reason I always get pushed off the track, even when I'm pretty much stopped. So it's quite frustrating when that happens. Money wise for my team, I'm in C class at the moment. I've got $1.5 million, pounds, whatever it is they're using, and I'm waiting for my team level to go up to 7, which is very nearly there. I think I'm at 89% of my team level. I'm doing that because I can get an advanced engine and rear wing, I think it is. I've got my advanced front wing, I think it is. This is all for the blueprints. Quite expensive blueprints as well, but if you get the advanced ones, you'll be better off with later on in the stages, so that's why I'm getting it. As you can see here, I've skipped to lap 18, I think it is, because I get caught up here. I catch up to these back markers. I've had my first pit stop. This is back in the race, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, I get caught up, catch up to these back markers. I'm stuck behind them. Well, I'm not here, I'm not stuck behind them, but having a good battle, three-way battle in front of me. And here is where they should have let me through. At least the last one should have let me through here. I'm on lean mix, if you haven't noticed, that's why they're pulling away from me. Take my usual line through here and bang, hit the back of him. He should have pulled out the way there. So I was quite frustrated here. I'm losing time to the car behind us, about 3 seconds behind at this point. And then they stop on the hairpin. I just have to make a racing overtake, get 2 of them into the hairpin, which is quite nice. She's deploying most of my curves, I think it's all my curves, actually just pull away from them. Get my DRS on the car ahead, don't know how that happened, but anyway. As you see there, Cinemas looked to have another go at me, but thought better of it, which is a good thing. Behind this little battle, I lost about 3 seconds to the car behind. So as you'll see, we'll skip a lap after that, like this car, we'll skip a lap. And the car behind's all over me. I think that's what happens. So I'm just lapping this, gonna gamble, going into this third corner, I think that is, third, fourth chicane. So, yep, let's skip it. And I'm standard fuel mix, because I can see the car behind's alright. It's catching me up really quickly now after that. Call it an incident with the lappers. Lap 20, so it's 2 laps after, but anyway, I mess up going into the hairpin. I think that's been told to make a pit stop, but I haven't, but we messed up in the hairpin, which allows car behind be sitting on my rear gearbox. Put it down to Lee Mix. I know I've lost the place. So as you can see here, he's coming up. There he is. He comes up on the right hand side of my screen. Takes the inside corner. I have to cut the corner, so I couldn't really turn into him, otherwise I'd spin him. So then here he is, pulling away from me on the straights on my Lee Mix, and I think here I make the decision, right, I've got to get this place back. I've been leading the whole race, I can't let him take the win off me now. So yeah, but put it up to Rich. This is my comeback, try to get that place back off of him, because I need, to be honest, I want the win. I'm currently second in the championship. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. Currently second in the championship behind Kart Bandit, which isn't racing this weekend, which was good for me. Means I close up the gap. And here we are, catching up to the car ahead. Going into the hairpin. Hopefully he makes a mistake like I did. No, he doesn't. Nice and smooth, but oh well. Hope I get the RS. I think I get the RS here. And deploying most of my curves. And then DRS, yeah, I got the DRS. I'm in the slipstream, catching up, but I'm hitting the rev limiters. Not the best thing. So I have to stick behind him into the chicane. Slight cut of the chicane, but oh well. Get the better exit, and I managed to get past him, thankfully. And I didn't know at this point, but after the race, he told me that he got a penalty with the back markers as well. He illegally overtook them because they wouldn't let him through. So it was lucky for me. There we go, skipping to the last lap of the race. As I said, there wasn't really much action in this race, so it's not really a long video. So it's quite a nice video to start my first commentary on, but oh well. So here we are, going for our last lap. I don't know what to speak about, to be honest. Let's talk about the lap here. Just braking into the chicane. You can see there, I've got an 18-second gap to So Solid, which is the car that overtook me. So I pretty much secured, done what I wanted as a Vettel, as you can see. Going into the chicane, go down a bit too early. Go down to third when I shouldn't have, so I'm driving the car too much. It's a good thing it's on the last lap though. So here, go around the last hairpin, go on the curves, going down the back straight, and I don't know what's happening here with the engine noise. I don't know if that's my recorder or not. You can see here running low on fuel now, so I guess it's the last lap. Nicely for the last chicane, and across the line we go now. And my volume's gone really loud, so if you can't hear me, I'm sorry, but that's the end. And goodbye, people.